tranquil landscape of our daily lives, we often forget that we inhabit just a tiny speck in the vast cosmic canvas. We are comfortable in our routines, sheltered by our understanding of the world and the universe beyond. But what happens when this understanding is shattered? What happens when something so extraordinary, so terrifying happens that it defies all logic? This is a story of such an event that turned the peaceful life of a small town upside down, challenging their perception of reality and invoking a fear that they would never forget. Welcome to the chilling tale of the vanished, a close encounter. In the peaceful rural town of Marlow, Oklahoma, resided the Johnson family. Jim, the father, was a hard-working farmer while his wife, Margaret, was a dedicated school teacher. Their two children, Sam and Emily, were bright, energetic, and full of life. The family was as typical as any until one chilling night in the summer of 2023. It started as an ordinary evening. The children were playing outside while Jim and Margaret prepared dinner. Suddenly, the sky above them lit up with a bright, inexplicable light enveloping the entire farm. Shocked, Jim and Margaret rushed outside, only to find the children nowhere in sight. The next day, they reported the incident to the local sheriff. Despite extensive search efforts, Sam and Emily were nowhere to be found. The town was devastated, and the Johnsons were inconsolable. A week later, the sky again flashed with an intense light. This time, it was not the Johnson farm, but the Matthews house, from where their only son, Tommy, disappeared. It wasn't long before the close-knit community of Marlow was thrust into terror as more children started disappearing in similar circumstances. Each disappearance was accompanied by the same intense light filling the sky, a phenomenon that no one could explain. News of these strange occurrences reached Dr. Laura Stevens, a renowned astrophysicist with a keen interest in extraterrestrial life. Intrigued by the connection between the inexplicable lights and the disappearances, she decided to visit Marlow. Upon her arrival, she conducted a series of interviews with the affected families and collected environmental samples from the sites of the incidents. During her investigation, she noticed that each disappearance happened on nights when the town experienced unexplained power surges and strange interference in their television and radio signals. Dr. Stevens suspected that these phenomena were not random but were somehow interconnected. She hypothesized that they were not merely dealing with kidnappings, but something far more extraordinary: alien abductions. Back at her lab, she analyzed the samples collected from the sites. The results were startling. They revealed traces of an unknown element, one not found anywhere on Earth. This evidence further substantiated her theory of extraterrestrial involvement. With her findings, she approached the local authorities, who were understandably skeptical. However, given the lack of leads and the growing desperation, they decided to follow Dr. Stevens' plan. She suggested setting up a surveillance and detection system to track the unusual electromagnetic activity corresponding with the unexplained light flashes. One fateful evening, the system alerted them to an impending occurrence. Rushing to the site, they saw the sky light up once again. Suddenly, a massive, saucer-shaped object descended from the sky, casting a large shadow over the field. The sight was terrifying, yet mesmerizing. Before they could react, the object descended rapidly, disappearing into the night sky. The next morning, the missing children, including Sam, Emily, and Tommy, were found in the exact locations from where they had disappeared. They seemed unharmed, but were in a daze, unable to recall anything from their missing days. The town breathed a sigh of relief. The nightmare was finally over. The events of Marlow remained unexplained officially, brushed under the rug by higher authorities. But those who experienced it knew the truth. It was a chilling reminder that we are perhaps not alone in this vast universe. The children of Marlow grew up, their extraordinary experiences becoming distant, blurred memories. However, the sight of a bright light in the sky would forever send a chill down their spine, a haunting echo from that terrifying summer of 2023. As we leave the unsettling town of Marlow, let us ponder on the enormity of our universe. This tale, as harrowing as it is, reminds us of the infinite possibilities that lie beyond our world, in the unexplored corners of the cosmos. It serves as a chilling reminder that there might be other life forms out there, watching us, reaching out to us in ways we cannot comprehend yet. And until we do, the fear of the unknown will continue to haunt us, just like the bright sky haunts the people of Marlow. Until next time, keep your eyes to the skies, for we never know what they might reveal.